Good evening. I'm Alan Devlin. Thank you for joining us here tonight, and happy Easter to you all. We begin with the war with Iran and the president's threat that if Iran doesn't open the Strait of Hormuz by Tuesday, the U.S. will escalate its strikes on the country and its infrastructure. It comes after the dramatic rescue of a U.S. airman from deep inside Iran's enemy lines. Lisa Rozner joins us from the immersive studio with more on this. Lisa.
Well, Alan, we all know a lot of fighting has been taking place in Iran's capital city of Tehran. But this rescue operation took place a little further south in a remote and mountainous area of the country. CBS News reports the weapons officer was hiding in a crevice after Iran Friday shot down an F-15 fighter jet.
Footage
from Iran state TV appears to show the wreckage of an American plane and helicopter. The rescue of an American airman who survived took place in less than 48 hours, and President Trump said Sunday in a social media post it was one of the most daring such missions in U.S. history.
It's a part of every time we send air crew over enemy territory. We have detailed, elaborate plans to go get them. It's a very basic part of who we are as American fighting men and women. So that plan swung into action. I think it was executed pretty effectively.
In an expletive-laden post, the president also said Sunday that Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern is the deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, or else the country would be, quote, living in hell, end quote. On Iran state TV, Iran's military joint command warned of stepped-up attacks on regional oil and civilian infrastructure in the U.S. Iran's UN mission called Trump's threat a clear evidence of intent to commit war crime. On ABC Sunday, U.S. Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries said he's thankful a second U.S. airman was rescued, but criticized the potential of further attacks, including ground troops.
The American people are not going to accept ground troops being put into harm's way in this war of choice when there's no clear evidence that it actually is designed to improve our national security interests.
The idea that the administration and our armed forces are not meeting their objectives or that there wasn't a plan is absurd. The fact is that they have conducted an incredible operation over these last 5 weeks, eliminating much of the leadership of Iran and the IRGC.
And the president says the aviator is injured, but, quote, will be just fine. He added that the rescue involved dozens of aircraft and that the U.S. had been monitoring this person's location 24 hours a day and diligently planning for his rescue. Alan, back to you.
Very glad that airman is back here at home. Lisa, thank you. Stay with CBS News New York for continuing coverage on the war with Iran. You can also read live updates on CBSNewYork.com.